All right, let's see what happens when you mix up E85 with some two-stroke oil and run it in your chainsaw. This was a fun play saw build I did about a year and a half ago for one of my customers. He decided that I guess his Cadillac with a big block in it makes more power running E85 after it's been tuned to run E85. Now, I will tell you, he said it screamed, and I'm sure it did. Anyway, I pressure and vacuum tested the saw just to make sure we didn't have any leaks. And this was truly an issue of not having enough E85. I'm sure this can be done rejetting, but we'll chalk this up as a what not to do. It's pretty ugly in there. Needless to say, saw let go. Oh yeah, I need to take the boot loose. Appreciate everybody watching lately. Been trying to highlight some of the things I see every day and at least document the ones that are truly unique or worth watching. If you're watching, subscribe, you know the deal. I think I looked and I've got 1,100 hours of view time, so still no monetizing until 4,000, at least so I've heard. So I got a long way to go and a lot of content to produce. In the meantime, I'm glad you're along for the ride. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that's bad. And yes, this only had one ring on it. And that was intentional. Needed a little bit more clearance. Even the exhaust side got banged up. I don't know if this cylinder will clean up, but this project was, see, we can't get in there. Let me grab my flashlight. But yeah, that's rough, babe. Yeah, let me set you down real quick. So this is what I call, or what is called, a hybrid. So this is a 440. There's plenty of Chinese parts on this. Everything that's important, OEM. That's a Mala jug. I think there's a Meteor piston, OEM carburetor, the gas tank. I think that just the starter housing, all the starter components are OEM. Bearings and seals were all done. This started as I guess that was a build off 3 years ago at Randy's. We all took a box of Farmer Tech 440, put it together. It had class 1, 2, and 3. Class 1 was build the saw just like it comes out of the box, no port work or anything. Run stock. I think the only exception was these carburetors were so inherently bad that said, okay, you can put an OEM carburetor on it if you can't get it to work. But otherwise, it was supposed to be a stock build-off. And then class 2 was off the roll chain, everybody running the same stuff. Port work, whatever you wanted to do, as long as you kept it at the stock 50 millimeter bore. And then I think class 3 was that same ported saw with your own race chain. And I can sharpen okay, but I mean I can't touch those guys. John Riley was there. He doesn't even need a ported saw. He sharpens so well. I think typically his difference is about 4 seconds in a 24-inch cant from everybody else. Don't get me wrong, his saws run great, but his chains are infamous. So anyway, when I brought this back home, I had one of my customers say, "Ooh, I want to buy that," and I'm like, this is all Chinese. Let me go back and build this out. We talked about doing a hybrid using a 046 or 460 jug on a 440 platform. These saws are great, put out a lot of power, got a little bit more grunt. It definitely takes a fair amount of nip and tuck and additional fabrication. The jug just won't sit down on on the deck. So you've got clearance, some of the fins to be able to clear the flywheel. The bolt holes need to be slotted to accommodate the larger bolt pattern or the smaller bolt pattern from the 440 case to where the 460 sits down. On the bright side, you get 2 more millimeter of piston, so you get some more displacement. And just inherently, they seem to run better because the transfers are bigger. Excuse me. But anyway, don't run E85 mix in your saw. It takes almost twice as much E85, maybe at least a third more. I've never tried, but yeah, we're gonna put this back together, get it all cleaned up, put it back together. Hopefully I can salvage that jug, and we'll have this running saw again. Because I'm telling you what, these hybrids, the 440, 460 jug saws, they really run phenomenal. Real nice high revving saw with plenty of torque. Anyway, that's what I got for this morning. On to put an ignition coil on my snapper so I can go out and clean up the yard. Looks like crap. The leaves are coming down like crazy here in South Carolina. And it's a pretty brisk day outside. Everything's relevant. I'm sure those of you in colder climates are like, that ain't nothing. It's chilly around here. When you're used to 90-degree days in the summer for months on end. It takes a little while to switch over to this cold weather. But anyway, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe, share, get some more folks involved. Love to see some monetization on this. Sorry about the commercials that come on